Welcome to NAG, News Across the Galaxy. Today we're going to have a special episode with a special guest. I'm Bryant, this is Eddie, and our special guest, Kid Star B. Welcome to the show.
Hey man, thanks for having me.
Freedom.
Alright, we're going to get into an open discussion now. We brought our friend, Kid Star B, local artist from Los Angeles. He is also a big Mexico fan.
Huge.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to NAG.
Thank you guys for having me.
How are we going to roast him right now, Eddie?
Roast them. All right, man. All Mexico fans, as soon as Gio signed, they're like, career suicide, MLS, retirement league.
Boo, MLS.
When you heard about it, how did you feel?
I feel the same way. Quite honestly, I felt like Gio should have stayed in Spain, just like everybody else. But you know, it's not totally bad because at least we get to see him.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you one thing. You say Gio should have stayed in Spain, but you know his track record, right? He's had like, how many teams in his career? And do you think that's good? Do you think like it's good going team to team and just like
especially limited time and not always starting, and he has been injured a couple of times where he doesn't get as much playing time as he should with the national team.
What you gotta understand, we just feel that he would have been better off in Spain, and you know, even though he wasn't getting enough playing time, eventually he was going to get. You know, that's what we thought. You know, but realistically, I mean, he's gonna play here more. He might get a little faster. I mean, we see some pros too, you know what I mean? Like, we get to see him here, and it might be a good look. I don't know.
Yeah, like the example I could give you is like us, like as US fan, like Landon Donovan. He played out in Bayern Leverkusen, you know, at Bayern Munich. Had no time in the bench. And if you look back, that's kind of his worst time with the US. Now you ever think like maybe now that Gio found a home, just like Donovan did, and all of a sudden, you know, his international career took off. I mean, how would you feel?
Talking about Giovani here.
Yeah, I know, exactly.
Not only that, I mean, he's also rocking the number 10 as a Galaxian, and I mean, he is, as Beckham said, the perfect fit for that number 10 spot as a
No
Galaxian.
offense, but Donovan did not have any success in Europe. And
Exactly. Well, as far as right now, neither did Gio. Now Gio, like I said, Gio has a home.
Gio was doing pretty good. He was doing pretty good.
Yeah, but a player that's doing like really good doesn't get shipped out from team to team to team. That's my point. You know, like I said, like getting back to that, he's found a home. He's found a home. He's comfortable. He builds rhythm, and like you as
I mean, it's definitely a better look for
you as
Galaxy.
You as a Mexico fan, you've seen what Donovan does. If Donovan was a Mexican player and he did what he did for our country for years,
I don't like you don't like Donovan.
No, it doesn't matter. But if he did what he did for the U.S. for Mexico, you wouldn't be happy.
I mean, again, we don't like Donovan.
I'm saying like Dos Santos would be that player. Like if he were to be that player, like being in the MLS as a Galaxian, he has all that time and he could actually develop more skill and does
Maybe
what
not
he
more-
did to the what he does to the Mex selection, what Donovan did to the US.
I don't, honestly, quite frankly, I don't think there's more skill here than in Europe. But I do agree on the speed and the strength, and maybe that's gonna benefit Giovani's footwork and the shot and everything else. But as far as skill, that's one thing that's why we wanted him to stay in Spain.
Okay, I mean, forget
In
the
Europe.
Okay, the skill part. When we look at the team he came to, he has a Steven Gerrard to learn from.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
He has great players around him.
That's a big benefactor, if you ask me.
And he has a player that he played with before, so
Robbie King, Tottenham.
yeah. So I'm that's the only thing that is, you know, he's gonna get a little faster. You know, he's gonna be more in shape. He's gonna be more disciplined because MLS players are known to be more disciplined than, you know what I mean, than in Mexico or in Europe. But I mean, we'll see.
One thing you're probably not familiar with is Bruce Arena. He has like a reputation of whipping players into shape. You know, Gio has that party boy.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah,
and that's one thing that could help his career big time. You know?
That's exactly what I was talking about. Maybe not the skill, but I know for a fact
He'll say focus on this.
he's gonna be more focused. Like I said, he's gonna be more in shape. He's gonna be more in rhythm. He's gonna be more disciplined. And I mean, on that part, I think a lot of us are, you know, we're happy with that. You know, we know he's gonna be a little bit more dedicated. And, you know, of course, it's going to bring out the skill that we all know he has. He already scored 2 goals in 2 games. So, you know, I'm just saying, eventually he will be your top number 1 Galaxy.
And he might as well could be. He's wearing the number 10 already. And, you know,
It's a big step right there.
Big shoes, you know. Yeah, like for me, not being a Mexico fan, I only see this being a benefit for Mexico because he's constantly
I don't know.
he's constantly playing.
Yeah.
Constantly playing. It to me, it's like like I said, back to US fan. I'd rather have my US players back, which they're doing now. Like our Altadors, our Dempseys, they're playing. They're not rotting on the bench no more.
Yeah, they don't have,
you know,
they don't
I'd rather have them game experience than them sit on the bench in Spain and it's like, hey, come to our team and start playing 90 minutes. You know, how does that work?
No, it's definitely. I mean, you'd rather have your player play as much as he can, you know, than have him being on the bench. But at the same time, even being in Europe, being in the bench and practicing with top-notch players is you know, you develop a different
Yeah, I
skill.
was gonna get into that.
Yeah, but
But I mean, I understand it's different. The rhythm is different, and you know, at the end of the day, like I said, we will see. I'm just happy that we can see him, and he's only 30 minutes away. And you know, hopefully, you know, I hopefully he stays disciplined and stays focused, and they don't break the contract in a year for whatever reason, and he stays, you know, consistent.
That's why. Aside from the playing, like, do you think like right now, like MLS is gonna get more attention? Well, more particularly the Galaxy, like local attention. Do you see it like amongst like your Mexico fan friends that I'm not friends with?
I mean, obviously, like, you know, me as a Mexico fan, we don't watch MLS as much, you know, when there's not a Mexico star in the team. But now that we have a Mexican star, and, you know, of course, you know, we're going to go to the games now. Even though we're not Galaxy fans, we're Giovani Dos Santos fans. Or
still supporters.
We'll start watching games. So, of course, MLS is going to, you know, it's going to make a little
And
bit
then
more.
there's been an attempt already with trying to bring in Chicharito to the Chicago Fire. There's
This is
been
the thing
reports
with
of that. I mean, he didn't sign or anything like that. There was reports of Vela
Yeah.
getting offered some money from the MLS. I mean,
Well, those are players that, I mean, I think are playing a little bit more. So, but again, MLS is known for having recycled players, you know, people that are about to retire. But so in this situation, it's a little different. So it's a little interesting because they're bringing younger players, players that are on the up, you know, they're coming up on uprising and they're playing well. So I don't know. It might be, you know, it might start switching up. They might get different attention now. You know, it's not going to be a retirement league anymore. You know, so yeah, of course, it's gonna be better for everybody, I guess.
Well, not all the players are old, just like the big name. The
I'm
big
just
name
saying.
players we bring in, yeah, they've seen better days. But
They're gonna bring Ronaldinho maybe in a year when he's 39.
Oh, thank you.
It's David Beckham when he was 30.
32. David Beckham at 32.
That's old.
That's David Beckham.
That's old for a soccer.
That's dude. I take how old is David Beckham right now? 39, 30, 40, 55, whatever. I'd bring him in now. You know, like
Nah.
you gotta understand. If we're going back to Beckham, that it goes back to the whole marketing thing.
Jorge Campos.
If you hold on, if you
El
go,
Matador.
hold on, but that's way then. If you look at the players that Beckham had to play with, dude, that guy sacrificed his career. The players that he had to play next to, then compared to the players that the MLS have now,
I'm just saying that's a whole different story.
Yeah.
But that was usually the case with MLS. Bring
yeah,
older
that
players.
was usually the case.
You
with
know what I
MLS.
mean? So, I mean, I'm just, it wasn't as interesting as now that they're building stronger teams, younger players with names, not just anybody, and you know, like I said, it might be
Good look for the league.
yeah, it might be a good look for the league. It might start to switch up. It might be you know, it's gonna bring more attention, definitely. So maybe other players are gonna want to come and play over here.
I mean, this has to happen. Like I think because Mexico's local, like that's why there was big noise. A lot of fans were upset. But you know, it's like Mexico fans were one of the ones that mostly picked at it, like oh, retirement league, blah blah blah. And it's kind of
That's
fun.
true.
You know, it's kind of funny though, because in the MLS is trying to grow, and what do? We got one of the young Mexico players, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh no, you horrible career suicide. Yet it's like, well then what can we do?
Because-
to better our league. When we start going after
Exactly.
younger players, all of a sudden it's something else.
But the reaction is only normal.
Yeah.
It's only normal for a Mexican fan to feel that this is suicide because usually the players that come over here is their last win. You know, that's
Yeah.
it. No other team wants them. You know, but in this case, Giovanni's only 26 years old. He's not injured. He's playing well. He did good, you know, in the cup. I mean, his brother's doing well too. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they try to bring his brother to MLS next year. So
Prediction: LAFC, it's a big brother rivalry.
that might be it.
That'd be tight.
But as far as, you know, it's pros and cons, I just hopefully he stays in shape and the skills and he doesn't get injured and no weird things happen that he got to move to a different team. So
Stay away from the parties. Gio.
yeah, stay away from downtown LA.
Well, I mean, we can only wait and see. Like you said, I think it's a benefit for both Mexico and the Galaxy. Like I said,
And the MLS in
More for
general.
Galaxy.
MLS in general.
MLS in general, true, young player.
A big viewing, because see, now we got fans like them.
Giovani fan.
Even at that, we got them.
We'll take it.
right.
We'll take your ticket.
right.
We'll take your ticket money. It's fine. And
Supporting you, Gio.
yeah, just wait and see, and hopefully it's a win-win for all of us.
All right, Kiss Star B. Well, thank you for coming.
Hey, thank you guys for having me, man.
Thank you for being our special guest.
Thanks for the brews. Yeah, we're here. I'm only here for the brews and pizza.
If you guys want to know more about our local artists, where can they find you at?
Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Kiss RB, all the same. Just follow me and follow my music.
Star B.
Music called the Galaxy.
Kiss Star B.
We
We'll
call
have
it
it.
that.
We'll have it on the bottom for you guys.
Hey, big shout out to Fernando.
Lando.
Lando. Love the comments.
Yeah, man.
Thanks for the love.
And the balls of
Ricardo.
That's a little insight, huh?
If this my last hour, don't waste my time. Serve me that Patron shot, forget the lime. VIP coverage, forget the line. I've been on for too long, I think I deserve to shine. I've been stressing, lesson after lesson. Fuck voice testing, but I'm just plain Tetris.